Hey, hey, hey! It's Mexico with Kay. Okay, y'all, the weather out here has been super crazy for probably the last couple weeks for sure. I was going to try to go live last week, but it was raining so bad. All the rain was like on my balcony. So I was like, yeah, we're going to have to try this again. So I just wanted to come on here, give y'all a few little updates, let y'all know how things are going my way. But some people was asking where I live at, did the hurricane Otis hit here? And fortunately, it did not. But definitely keeping the families and the people in prayers in that part of Mexico. So it's on the opposite, we kind of got on the opposite ends, but we did get a lot of remnant rain. So we got some tropical storms that kind of came from it. So that's why our weather's been like pretty icky. And the weather has, and because it's been like so much rain as well, the weather has dropped, like tremendously dropped. So I am grateful for the dropping of the weather. There's like a nice little breeze. You can actually put a jacket on in the evening because the temperature definitely like gets down low, for sure. And I heard back in the States that it is pretty nippy in a lot of places. Atlanta, it looks like it's been a little nippy. Even Houston, I saw the weather had dropped there as well. So I'm like, okay, the weather is definitely dropping a lot. I'm actually going to be in the States next weekend for a wedding. So I'm like, literally, I've been freaking out like, oh my gosh, I'm coming to the States for a wedding. I do not have a coat here, clearly. And what am I going to do? Because I feel like I'm going to freeze. And when I came back out here, I forgot to like pack some of my hoodies and stuff like that. So I really don't even have like a hoodie. I had like a blue jean jacket and like a little workout jacket that I use, but like I don't even have like a bunch of layers to kind of layer up. So yesterday I was on a mission. I'm like, I'm going to find a coat out here because clearly I see people with coats out here in the wintertime when the weather drops a little bit more. So went to the mall, went to Sears. They have a Sears out here. Sears didn't have, not, they had, I think, like a bubble coat. That was like the closest thing to a coat they had. Went to 20 different stores. And then finally I went to, it's a Mexican store. I forgot the name of it though. I want to say it starts with an S, but it's like a department store out here. Went out there and was able to find a section that had a few coats. So I actually got to choose the coat. They had like a short coat, and then they had like a 3/4 like length type of coat. So I got the 3/4 length, and it ended up coming up to like, the conversion rate was like $48. So I was like, well, that's not too bad, right? So I went ahead and bought that because I'm like, all I keep on thinking about these last couple of weeks, like when I get off that plane, I am going to freeze. Like I've been so nervous about it. So I feel so much better at least knowing it's going to be in my suitcase. So when I get off the plane, I'll be able to put on a coat and I'm not going to freeze. So I am super excited about that. Definitely excited as well because I am trying to start the process of my residency. So wish me well as I do that process in I'm going to the wedding. It's going to be in Chicago. And then I'm flying out to Orlando just for a day to try to get my residency process started. I mentioned in a previous video that the residency process has to start in the US. And this is, I'm going for my temporary residency and then permanent after. And it's just equivalent to what we call a green card in the US. So it's not, because a lot of people are like, oh, so you're not gonna be a US citizen anymore, you're gonna be a Mexican citizen. It does not work like that. Same with the US, like you can't just come to the US and get citizenship. Like you have to go through a process. You have to get your temporary residency first, which is what we call a green card in the US. And then after you have your residency for so long, then, or your visa, then you can apply for citizenship, but later down the line. So I wouldn't even be eligible for citizenship for like probably another like 8 years or so, probably like 6 to 8 years or so. And I would need to be, my fluency in Spanish would need to be better because I consider myself to have some fluency. I just have fluency of, like I said, like a 2.5. You know, we edging on to the 3-year-old. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Some other updates. So this week, November 1st and November 2nd, was what Mexico celebrates as Dia de los Muertos. And that is just the Day of the Dead here. And it is not to be confused with Halloween. It is not the same thing as Halloween. It does not have the same origins of Halloween. However, this is my second year being here for the festivities. And last year I did it a little bit different. This year I wanted to have a little fun, but I also wanted to make sure that like I found a way to like honor the holiday here as well, and just to honor the culture. And so on Monday I went to, it's like a natural amusement park. So it's not like an amusement park that has like roller coasters and stuff like that. It's like a lot of like natural cenotes, and which are like these underground cave waters. It's a lot of like natural outdoor activities that you can do, zip lining and things like that. So every year they have like one of the largest like gatherings for the Day of the Dead. And so went out there, had an amazing time. I almost didn't make it though because it was raining so much. And I rode out there on a scooter, so it's not too far away, but it was like had to pull over with the scooter because it was raining too hard. And then it's like you don't want to be driving the scooter with these cars that already drive crazy in the rain. Like it's super dangerous. So I'm like, okay, I gotta wait till the rain stopped. Once the rain stopped, ended up being able to make it. So made it to the amusement park, got to see a lot of different shows that they had going on. They had like some like Mayan type of shows. They had some shows paying homage to the origins of the Day of the Dead, which has a combination of like indigenous roots as well as Catholic roots. And so essentially November 1st is the day that they celebrate the children who have died. And then November 2nd is the day that they celebrate the adults who have died. And it's really just to honor your loved ones and to pay homage. And so traditionally what a lot of families will do, even if you're like kind of around the city and stuff like that, you will see these like altars that they make, and it's like 3 tiers. It's pretty standard for it to be 3 tiers. Then it's decorated very nicely, and then usually at the top of the tier they'll have a picture or multiple pictures of loved ones who they want to honor, and they will have like plates that have like food for like some of their loved ones' favorite food, also some of their loved ones' favorite drinks and things like that as well. And they believe that the night before the day, so of course for the children the 31st, and then for the adults the 1st that night, they believe that by having these altars in their homes, that the loved ones are actually going to be able to like come and like visit them in their dreams and things like that for that particular day. And so this year, again, I wanted to, go and do like all the kind of festive things. There's a lot of face painting, which is Catrina's. And they have like the sugar skulls, and so they're these beautiful paintings. Last year I got my face painted. This year I decided not to get my face painted, but I was supposed to get my face painted, long story short, but I ended up not being able to get my face painted this year. But yesterday being the 2nd, I went ahead and went to the cemetery, one of the cemeteries here. And outside the cemetery, there's a lot of stands that are set up where you can buy flowers for your loved ones, where you can buy other items as well to decorate their tombstones. And so I, not having any like family or loved ones here per se, but still wanting to honor the day, I just went ahead and bought a bunch of flowers. And then once I got inside, I just went to different tombstones that didn't have any like decor, and they're considered like abandoned. And I went and I put flowers on their stones. And then there were some other people out there who were able to, the ones who didn't have like cement tops, because they're like beautiful. If you have never seen like what the grave sites look like in Mexico, they look nothing like what we have in the United States. Nothing like it. For one, they don't bury their loved ones under the ground. Like, they're in these cemented like tombs, if it makes sense. I don't know, but they are absolutely gorgeous. So like, when I say the experience was literally breathtaking, it was breathtaking, phenomenal. Like, it was, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the amount of work that has been done. And if you go to like some of the areas, like Sinaloa, Mexico, they have the grave sites there are on a whole nother level. Some of them, I think the most expensive one is like maybe $500,000, but some of them, they look like actual, like if you're going through the grave site, it looks like actual apartments, because that is how massively big they are. And they actually have doors. Some of them have security, that like security cameras. They have I was watching a video, there's one that has like a garage where the family can come in so that the family is protected and safe while they're visiting their loved ones. There's like TVs inside. Some of them have couches inside of these tombstones. Like, I mean, phenomenal. Like, I'm still just going to the one I went to yesterday was a lot. And one thing about me, I don't know if y'all know, but y'all know I've been practicing as a death doula since like 2020. So death is kind of like my thing as well, and not in a morbid way, but probably in a little morbid way. But yeah, so I enjoy going to different like cemeteries and seeing the way that people are like honored at the cemeteries. And I like just seeing like really nice monuments in different cemeteries. I know one of my favorite cemeteries in the US is in Los Angeles, California. It's like a lot of celebrities and stuff there. It is actually phenomenal, like crazy. Oh, Logan is on. My brother is on from another mother. Hey, Logan. Logan said, nah, just put me in the ground and save them coins. Exactly. No, for sure. That's how I was like, I cannot believe they spend this much money. You know what I mean? But of course, like in Sinaloa that I'm talking about, a lot of those families are connected to the sea. And so they go through extreme measures to honor those loved ones. And you gotta look it up. Like, look up Sinaloa Cemetery. You are going to be blown away. And like I said, I was blown away from what they have here. Like, there were literally some of the, like, I don't even know how to describe them, but some of like the little tombstones and stuff here, there is like a door that like actually has a key where the family can like open up two doors. And then there was like a tomb here and then a tomb here. And then there's like a bench. And then like you can like sit down with your loved one. But they had their coolers out yesterday. They were eating with their loved ones. They was drinking. They had their music out. Like, it was literally, it was a beautiful, you know, but somber scene, right? Because of course these are people that are, you know, still mourning their loved ones, but you know, I would say in a more productive way, right? Then sometimes some of us don't always have that chance to really truly like grieve our loved ones. I feel like they really take the time here to go through like that grieving process as like a family. Now granted, everybody here does not celebrate the Day of the Dead. I know my tutor, she is her family is kind of split. So like some of her family is like Catholic, and then some of her family is like Protestant. And so she grew up Protestant, and she said like her family, that side, they don't celebrate it, but like her Catholic side of the family did. And talking about that, so at the gravesite, they also, at the cemetery yesterday, and this is all around Mexico as well, a lot of them have like different shows. They have like the mariachi bands out there like playing live music. I got to experience my first Spanish Catholic mass yesterday. When I tell you, your girl was lost and confused, but I got the gist of what was going on, right? Just because I didn't know all like the kind of the back and forth, but I did understand, like, I understood the priest. I was like, oh, my Spanish is Spanishing today. Like, I understood just about everything he was saying because he was speaking very slowly. And I was so grateful because I, knew what he was talking about. But yeah, it was a very interesting first time experience. But I'm happy, that I got a chance to experience it as well. And like I said, next year, in addition to giving flowers to the tombs that don't have any flowers. And granted, I think that particular cemetery, I think he said it's about 4,000 um, tombs that are in there. So, of course, I couldn't get to everyone, but I gave out quite a few. I will say, though, a lot of those families, they take very good care of a lot of those plots. So it was a lot of them that the decor was crazy. And then, you know how like in the States we have the what are they called? The mausoleums where your family may be buried like in the wall. So they have the same concept in here as well. However, they have like a little cubby. So like how you have like a cubby when you go to school when you were a kid that you could put stuff in. So each one has a cubby because in the States usually it's like a flat wall and then like you put like, you know what I mean? You plaster whatever your name or whatever you want to say on it, engrave it on it. No, theirs is the actual cubby. So like literally like each cubby had like decor and candles and flowers, and again, like I said, they put like their loved ones' favorite things. So they had like their favorite drinks, their favorite food and stuff in there, and they're all in these cubbies. So like yesterday, I saw a lot of the families. They have like these big ladder things, but like I can't explain the ladder. I wish I could have got a picture of it. And of course, I was trying to respect the family, so I did get some footage, but I didn't get like footage because again, like this is still like people's real lives and stuff like that. But like they were going up on the ladders and like putting stuff into their loved ones' things. And then they had like this one tombstone they called whoever it was like the father of like agua, like of water, and it was like literally a well. So like his little tombstone area had like a well. So people would go to the well to get water, to take water back to the tombs to clean the tombs, because some of the tombs are made of like a marble. And so like loved ones were going and like cleaning the tombs. And like I said, it's been like storming here and stuff like that. So like some of them just had just kind of dirt and debris and things like that. And so there were people who were again out there cleaning like some of the abandoned tombs. And I was like, okay, definitely next year I do want to do some of that cleaning as well as put some of the flowers on. But yes, Logan, how are you doing? I'm just talking about my week this week. Mexico celebrated Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead here. And it's a 2-day celebration where people honor the lives of their loved ones. So I got a chance to participate in a different way than I did last year. I did something on Monday and then Wednesday and Thursday. Well, no, I did something technically yesterday. So yes. But yeah, it's crazy. But definitely, if you get a chance, go on YouTube and look up Sinaloa Cemetery, y'all. You are going to be shocked. You are going to be shocked. So, and everybody can't get in there. Like, you have to, if you go in and you're a foreigner, you would have to literally have like a special driver to bring you in there, and like you're not allowed to like take video or picture. Like people do it, like they sneak it. But if I end up going one day, I'm gonna follow all the rules. Like I am not about to play around like that. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Logan said, I'm good, took the day off to stay home with Mercy. How is Miss Mercy doing? How is my girl doing? And how's the school year going for you? How is the school year going? Okay, and then also, Logan, I don't know. Okay, so I got on a couple weeks ago. I was giving some updates on my life. But one of my updates is that I have been advising students who are applying to med school. And I am so excited, y'all. About 5 of my students have been accepted into med school so far. I just got One of my other students just got in. She just told me she got in this week into a school. So I'm like super, super excited for her. And I'm meeting with her next week as well to prep her for another interview that she has coming up. So just really excited to see how this process is going. I'm also helping my students who are applying for the 2024-2025 cycle. I'm helping them prepare for their personal statements right now. So I've been doing a lot of consultations for like personal statements. And then of course the people who have applied for this 2023-2024 round, a lot of them, they're just in interview season. So just doing interview prep for them as well. Logan said, interesting to hear about different cultures. No, for sure. Like, and it's definitely like crazy because these are things that like I kind of read about, you know, but to actually like see it and like in person and to be able to experience, like, it's a feeling that I can't even explain. It's like one of them, like, you just gotta be here to like experience it to really get the fullness of it. Logan said, oh, Mercy has an ear infection. I hope she is feeling better. I hope she has a speedy recovery. Them ear infections are so annoying and no joke. Did she get it from daycare? And Logan said, I didn't get the notification if you came online a few weeks ago. Yes, I came online. So I think that I can commit to like coming online every 2 weeks. That's what I think I'm going to start doing. I will say next week the time is changing though. So it is going to be, right now I'm on technically Central Standard Time, but our time doesn't change where I live. And so when the time goes back, like Central Standard is going to be an hour behind, and then I'm going to be on Eastern Standard Time. So technically I'm on Eastern Standard Time for half of the year, and then the second half of the year I'm on Central Standard Time. So I'm getting ready to switch time zone, not for myself, because again it's going to be the same for me. So I'm probably still going to get on like probably like at 5 or 6 Eastern. I guess next week it'll be in the next 2 weeks it'll be like Eastern Standard Time, but I'm gonna try to be getting on here a little bit more frequently for sure. Let's see. Logan said, I'll send you some pictures of Mercy in the email this weekend. Her birthday is the 16th. Oh my goodness, does she have a wish list? Please send me something that she wants for her. Look, that she wants. Please send me something that she would like for her birthday, so that her internet auntie can send her something. So if y'all don't know, like Logan is like an OG. This is like my brother from another. He has been rocking with me since day one. Like, he one of my A1 day ones since I got on these internet streets, for sure. So I appreciate him. He has a beautiful baby girl. And yes, like, you know, like I be telling people, like, my internet family, sometimes, you know, we can swap a couple of them real ones out. I'm just saying. Logan, what is the plans for the holidays? Are y'all going back to Louisiana? Is the family coming up this way? What you got going on? What you got going on? So yeah, y'all, them is just some of the little updates for the week. Like I said, I'm still kind of in like a nostalgic kind of state from yesterday, and just a real reflective state, to be honest, as well. Because I know for me, like, I usually don't go visit burial sites after my loved one passes. Like, I might visit, usually I visit like maybe a 1-year anniversary, or like maybe on their birthday one time, and then after that, like, I'm not going. I really don't go back. But I do have like some loved ones who, like, you know, go and visit loved ones like frequently. That's just kind of not my personal thing, but it was definitely cool seeing it here, and especially, like I said, the pride that they have in like upkeeping their loved ones things as well. Logan said, we've been thinking about moving back to Louisiana next year because our parents are getting older, to help them. I am sure they would be extremely, extremely happy to have y'all closer. Now, do y'all have any family in Houston though? Or is everybody in Louisiana for the most part? But yes, and then what is the updates? Like, how are you feeling? Are you still... is she still wanting to do nursing? Are you still thinking about going into nursing? I ain't got no updates on that end. So give me your update on that end as far as what's going on. And then Logan, in the last video, I was talking a little bit about just some of the not so highlights for me since I've been living out in Mexico. And of course, it's just my personal experience, right? Because I feel like these internet streets, they definitely try to highlight international living like it is just, you know, rainbows and peaches every day. It is not, you know, there's ups, there's downs. But overall, I wouldn't trade it. Like, I definitely, like I said, for the most part, I consider Mexico to be my second home. And I love Mexico, and I can't wait to like explore and just learn more as well. But like I said, I'm not gonna be on these internets lying to folks, especially if people are thinking about like moving abroad. Like, they just kind of need to know some of the things that come with moving abroad. But yeah, my grandma called me trying to be shady, which I know she gonna see this live either. Yes, grandma, I'm calling you out. But my grandma called me trying to be a little shady, like, I don't know why you want to live there if you got having all them issues. And I was like, I mean, it's the same issues that I could have potentially in a state as well, you know. But again, you got to look and see what's the pros and cons, and the pros definitely outweigh the cons. But it's some cons, and I feel like it would be dishonest to just talk about all the highlights and never talk about any of the cons. Logan said, I don't have any family here. A couple of my closest friends live here in Houston, and she has a few cousins who live out here. Got you. So, okay, well, definitely, I think Louisiana could be a great move. A great move, especially for Mercy. So you definitely have to keep me updated on that end, and I will definitely keep y'all in prayer as far as the direction that y'all end up choosing to go, and when y'all plan on making that transition as well. Logan said, I'd still love to get in the medical field, but I need to save my money for the prerequisites for either nursing or med school. Definitely understand. Heavy on those prerequisites. I will say the good thing, though, is that, I'm sorry, somebody going by on their motor. Okay, the good thing I will say, though, about the prerequisites is that for med schools and for nursing schools, most of them will accept community college. So that's one thing that I've been helping some of my students with who like got their bachelor's degree and maybe needed a few extra classes in order to meet their prereqs for med school. That's what I've been like helping them find, like some programs or some of their community colleges that have the courses that they actually need. Now, when it comes to like some of those higher level courses, specifically like for people who have like low GPAs and they're like trying to increase their GPAs, community college is not always the best route, just because they don't have as many like high level courses if you're trying to improve and show like advancement. Because if you like, for instance, like if you took a class in undergrad and you was like, oh, I want to retake that class, I didn't like how I did on that class, it is not going, if you retake the class, it doesn't swap out the class when you are actually applying to your program. It's going to just be added to the actual GPA versus swapping it out. So that's something as well people kind of have to be cognitive of, because some people think like, oh, if I retake a course, it's going to increase my GPA like drastically because I'm like swapping something out. But it's more so like, oh no, you just adding another course to enhance your GPA as well. And then Logan, also you got to be considerate as well with your prereqs, knowing for the nursing and for the med schools, like what's the time limit. So if you're planning to use some of your prerequisites from your undergrad, you have to see if they will take those prerequisites that you already have, because I know you probably already have some, you're just trying to get the rest. So you have to see what that time frame is, because some of them have a time limit. So just something to keep in mind as well. Logan said, I don't want to get another loan through a university, community college all the way. Absolutely, for sure. I definitely feel you on that. I'm going to I'm gonna look as well, because I've been trying to look for like different scholarship opportunities as well for like some of my students who are non-traditional and trying to get those prereqs in. Because I'm like, of course everybody's like, okay, I gotta figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. So I get it. I definitely get that piece. But I feel like if it's something you're passionate about doing, do not give up. I have one of my clients now. I know I kind of go back and forth between like client and student because some of them are like still like in undergrad getting ready to transition into med school, and then some of them are like non-traditional and been out. Like I have one of my clients, she's like in her 50s and she's literally leaving the nursing field to go into medicine. So it's pretty cool to see like people who are changing from different careers and things like that, and just knowing that they have like a different perspective and a different wealth of knowledge to be going into the medical field as well. So don't be feeling no type of way. You know what I mean? Like your journey is your journey. You have been productive as you are getting ready to, once you're ready to start transitioning into the medical field. But just know it's all ghetto though. Like let me just point that out, because I'm gonna have to do like a little live with friends so they can talk about the ghetto-ness as well of the medical field, because I feel like sometimes we be glorifying it to like a whole nother level, and then people be mad like, why ain't nobody ever tell us like the truth, some of the behind the scene things. So I think that that's a conversation worth having as well, and that's not to discourage anyone from their path and what they want to do, but I definitely think there's some realities. Even when I went into education with that savior complex. Like, I am coming to save them all. And then I got real humbled after my first year. I got real humbled. So that complex went away completely. So, and a lot of us have similar complexes going into the medical field as well, and the things that we want to accomplish. Like, so sometimes we got to, get humbled down a little bit. Let's see. Logan said my major was English, so I won't have many courses already. I started looking for scholarships a couple weeks ago. Nothing yet. Okay. And then have you checked though to see if you have any FAFSA that you're able to use? And then Logan, you may want to consider as well looking for some post-bac programs. You may want to consider, because some of them do have assistance. And then, of course, you can use financial aid as well. And then because they have like some specialized post-bacs where you're like literally just focusing on those specific courses that you need. And then they also have like some masters, like special masters, special post-bac, and that they have where you're like literally, this is what I need and this is what I'm going to get. And then there's also some just master's programs as well. And a lot of them are like 1-year programs. So, I mean, of course, the rigor is, pretty intense. You will have to pretty much commit to that full time. But there are some opportunities out there for sure. Logan says, still teaching, but I'm getting burnt out. Oh, I know. And you've been in there now, Logan. Logan, you an OG now. So I'm already knowing. I know it's super ghetto, though. My dad's sister is a nurse. Okay, yes. So, I got nurses. I got, doctors in my crew. Like, they everywhere. Even, my friends that are veterinarians. Like, I got friends from a lot of different... one thing, this is random side note. I was just thinking about it. And I was talking to my friend group. And I was like, I don't have any friends that are, like, attorneys. And I really felt some type of way. Like, why I ain't got no lawyer friends? And so I was like, I need to expand my friend group. I told them, some of them, I said, some of y'all about to get replaced because I need to diversify my friendship group. But I was just thinking about it. I'm like, dang, I really don't have any friends that's any lawyers. I know a couple of people, but I don't have like anybody in like my circle. In my circle, I feel like it's pretty diverse, but I don't have no lawyer friends. Where they at? Where are they at? Y'all find me a lawyer friend. I need some new friends. Logan said the education system is a mess. Believe me, I know, a hot mess. But as you know, though, unfortunately, our medical system is, a ghetto and a mess, y'all. It's like this flying little beetle. And so I got my shoe off right now. So please excuse me, because I don't play around with these bugs out here. So I'm trying to make sure he don't come bothering me. Okay. All right, let's see. Logan said University of Houston has a special master's program. I wanted to apply, but I felt I couldn't commit to the year without working. And that's the challenging part, right? Like that's the challenging part because I just feel like it will be, I'm not gonna say impossible because I mean, there's people who work in med school, you know what I mean? But it would be extremely challenging, especially because your background is in science and like trying to get those rigorous courses out, like it would be a challenge. I'm not even gonna hold you up about that. It would be extremely challenging. At least they would be able to like extend, like instead of doing like a 1 year special master, if they were able to like break it up into 2 years, maybe that could be more digestible, if anything. Okay, let me see. I think it went away. I will say though, I haven't like where I live, gratefully, this is my first time like living on like a higher level. And so I really don't have a lot of like bug issues. I don't really get bugs inside. The little those little lizards, they be around outside, but I haven't had any in my home. Now y'all let know when I lived in Puerto Rico, them things used to get in the house all the time. But in Puerto Rico, I was on like a floor level villa. But here I'm on the top floor, which is like the fourth floor where I stay. And so like I am very grateful. And I'm thinking about like moving into like a house in the next year or so. But I'm very much fearful because I'm like, if I'm in a house, that means I'm going to be on the first floor. Like even if I have like a 2-story home, I just keep on thinking about the things that can get in a house. And it just makes me very fearful. I don't like it. Logan said, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to tackle a challenge like that. And I'd be studying all day before I even made it to professional school. No, that's true. That is so true. Well, you definitely, I mean, you got some options, but I mean, it's your race. So you do it at your pace. So if that means, you know what I mean, just tackling one class, 2 classes a semester while you're still navigating the workforce, definitely do what works for you, for sure. For sure. Now, have you considered like going into any other components of education, Logan? Because Logan, we're gonna have to have a conversation off of these internets because I want to tell like it's so many opportunities, especially with your English background. Like you can still use education. You can go into instructional design. You can go into curriculum development. Like there are opportunities. You can go into training, facilitation. It's just what you really want to do moving forward, and still getting like some competitive pay, but not like the stress of being in the actual classroom. So just let me know. I can email you some stuff that you can start to consider, especially as you planning for like the next year and everything like that. So yes, y'all. But yeah, so those are pretty much all of my updates my way. I just wanted to come in. I wasn't planning on being here too long, but I wanted to come in and say hello. And you know, I miss y'all. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna hold on this back. I'm gonna try to get on here at least every 2 weeks, check in, let y'all know how I'm doing. Still haven't decided kind of what direction I want to go on with the channel. We'll figure that out. As of now, this is just a fellowship for us to catch up, see how everybody's doing. Like I said, you know, I love y'all, my YouTube family. Like y'all are my people, and I am rooting for y'all, and I am here to support y'all just like y'all have supported me over the years as well. So I am actually going to let y'all go, and I will be checking in with y'all in about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to like put the video up in advance just so y'all know that I'm gonna actually be going live versus being ghetto and just putting the video 10 minutes before I go live. So I'm working on it, okay? So just give me a little bit of extra grace as I'm trying to figure it out on my end. Logan said, I thought about something else within education to give myself more flexibility. Definitely. We'll chat offline, Logan. That's what I need within a job so I can have more time for classes. Teaching a tested subject is not for the weak. Exactly. It's ghetto. I know. My subject was tested too, and it's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on educators. Absolutely. And especially you still dealing with the remnants of the vid as well. So I already know a lot of the students are already behind on some of the things they should be good on. All right. Logan said, I'll be on the next live. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I will see y'all soon. All right. Good night. And have a blessed weekend.